Brunch Bunch. What's up, y'all? Make some noise. And we making a joyful noise today. I just left one of the most impactful, powerful press conferences that I have been at, and I have been really looking forward to it because Danny Davis, the Honorable Congressman Danny Davis, just announced that he will not be running, and he endorsed State Representative LaShawn Ford to take his seat. Y'all give it up. When I tell you the whole grassy knoll was full, every news outlet was out there, 2579, and everybody came and brought their best selves. We want to wish Congressman Davis a happy journey because let me tell you something. He has done what so many others have not been able to do. He is the most senior member of Congress. He is the most senior member of an important committee, Ways and Means. And we also want to keep in prayer lifted because this is a big journey for LaShawn Ford. He's coming from state rep to U.S. Congress. And if we never needed him before, we definitely need him now. So y'all keep him in prayer and we're going to be doing what we do best. And that is lifting him up, lifting you up, and lifting God up right here on the Brunch Bunch.
Fabulous. Be social.
What's up, y'all? Hey.
Be outspoken. Be family.
Hey, Zoe. What's happening? It's good to see you too, even if it is virtual. What's up, Lucky Merman? I love it. Max. What's happening, Max Stream?
Go to
Y'all, today is an amazing day. I'm still a little sick. However, not that much. I'm healed by his stripes, y'all. So today we have an exclusive topic. It's not something that's relationship-wise, but because we just left that whole press conference with Danny Davis and LaShawn Ford, I want to know, how do you think your Illinois government can work better for you at the federal level? What are some of the things that you would like to tell your next congressman that you need in order to change and put your neighborhoods, your communities in the shape that you want them in? First and foremost, for me, I think we need another bill, that infrastructure bill, because if you look at Black neighborhoods, you know when you cross the tracks what a Black neighborhood is. You know why? Because the infrastructure is eroding. The streets got bigger potholes. I don't think you can even call them potholes anymore. I think they're like manholes. You can hide people in those holes. You can hide airplanes in those holes. So I think that infrastructure is really what Illinois needs, and I mean across the nation, of course, but because that's consistent in most every big city. You know when you're in a Black neighborhood, right? And I think that we need to concentrate, not solely, but I mean maybe solely for a while, solely on actually improving the infrastructure. When J.B. Pritzker was running, I told him that. He was on the show, and I told him that. That situation is over, right? What Ghanaian guy? Yeah. You talking about the pastor?
You talking about the Ghana event?
Oh yeah, he was.
I just saw him.
Right? He's in like the Hall of Fame.
Is that over with?
Yeah, it's over with. But I just saw him at the press conference. How can your government work better for you from your state legislators that are in your federal positions?
She said she's walking now. Oh, that's the guest? Yeah. I can put a song on.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Right here in Chicago, whether it's for church, prom, weddings,
okay, so I said infrastructure. I want to see your comments in the thread. And the reason it's so important that I see your comments in the thread, because these are the things that we will be taking back to our elected officials. And when I say we, I mean, yes, we here at the Brunch Bunch, we have a direct connect to our elected officials that we feed them information that we get from you guys. So don't be shy. Go ahead and put it in the thread. How would you like your neighborhoods to look? How much more improved could they be? And what do you think Congress should do about it? You know what else I think we need to do? I know sewers are infrastructure too, but that's something that we don't pay attention to until we got a massive flood and then we're looking for FEMA. We could be proactive instead of looking for FEMA to fix it. We could be proactive and fix these sewer systems, and then we wouldn't have all this flooding, because people are losing their shirts in these floods, and FEMA ain't fast enough. They say favor ain't fair, FEMA ain't either.
The cities are asking people to cut back on water use for a little bit just to avoid the flooding.
I pay for that. I'm using what I pay for it. I'm using whatever the hell I pay for.
That's
Oh, see, that's the attitude. That's the attitude.
Hell out of here talking about I can't use water. What?
They didn't say that you couldn't use water. They do that in LA a lot.
I'll cut down if they cut down on that tax. They take out
Yeah, exactly.
You
You ain't cutting down on any taxes.
Right, what do I get?
Give me
more
3-4%
taxes
back, and I'm gonna take
See?
one shower a day instead of
But
two.
that's what I'm
There's no
talking
give-
about.
There's no give and take. It's all just give.
And they just take. But
It's
that's what I'm
crazy.
talking about. That's what I want to
That's
hear.
to avoid flooding. We talking about flooding.
I'm trying to avoid poverty.
I don't
boy.
care.
What you
Yeah,
talking
I
about?
don't care about no flooding.
On me, that's federal. I can use that.
I'm trying to avoid poverty.
Throw me a couple extra on the tax.
So wait a minute. You taking one less shower or 2 less showers is avoiding poverty?
I mean, look, if you want to throw a little couple extra dollars on my check, you know what I mean? We can
Facts.
figure it out.
No, but you make a
Yeah.
good point, because they do charge us on our tax bill
Yes.
for water, and you should have some kind of rebate. If there's a rational system, then you should have some kind of rebate.
Yeah, we just want a rebate.
Like if you look at, if you do a meter, this is how it could work. If you do a meter reading and it's below or a percentage below
Boil
what it
water.
was last month, you should get a rebate.
Mm-hmm.
And you should take your tax bill and
enough,
send it in.
You could get a bucket, boil the water.
If
If I'm getting money back, I'll do it.
but I'm not getting money. Rainwater in a bucket, bro.
No, rainwater is better for you anyway to shower.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm too American.
Well, when you buy a house
That
and
is
your
some
basement
third
is flooded.
Third world shit, for real.
I can't do it, bro. Might as well go hit the village, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Nah, I'm good, bro. I need a shower.
Shoot.
We got 1.5 y'all.
She just found the entrance.
Oh, man.
Hey, Lucky, what's up? What's up, Shenandoah? What's up, Hard Knock? I hope that is just a name and that your life is definitely not hard. You know what? Today I woke up, I inhaled peace, I exhaled fear, and I am absolutely walking in blessings. I'm loving it. I mean, there's so many things that are going wrong, but you know what's going right? The peace of the Lord. It is going right. So I'm not fearful. I am thankful. So if you didn't wake up thankful, it's not too late. You can still give thanks, y'all. What's up, Tina? Oh, you so sweet. Thank you so much for that. I truly appreciate it.
It's been a great off season.
Y'all, we got to rally behind Rep 4 because we got to send him where?
To the White House?
See? That's true. To Congress.
That wasn't the answer?
No. To the White House is it's occupied.
I mean, a couple more years now. Don't go back up, man.
How many years have we used it? One?
Not even. We're still in the first one.
Bro, you gotta think long term, bro. It's long term, bro.
We're in month 7.
You gotta plan 3 years in advance, bro. We're playing chess.
That's crazy.
Not even close to. Not even.
No, January this started. January 20th this started.
We're in month 7. Or month 6.
Tony Bear, how are you? Hey, I miss you guys. Thank you for the prayers. You know what? I was supposed to go somewhere, but I couldn't because I was so sick. So thank you guys for you. You know, prayer is powerful. Pray until something happens. Something happened. I got better. Thank you, Jesus. And thank you, warriors. Y'all do your thing. Hey. Is that the second song?
I thought we waiting on the guys. Yeah.
All right. She just wasn't expecting to take as long. She said she's walking in now.
Okay, good.
She said that
5 minutes ago. I know.
I got the best team ever, y'all.
Come on.
Ever.
Y'all
Good, Tina. And he definitely advocated for children. He was the champion for children, Tina. You are absolutely right. When we couldn't find that, $270 million that we needed, LaShawn was the first one to say there are 700 accounts in the state that have a surplus. All we have to do is, and it took an act of Congress to do it, but he pushed it through, and he's never left our side. And when I say our, I mean childcare. the industry would definitely have been defunct had it not been for him. And that's on so many levels that he's done that on different issues. The cannabis issue. I mean, he was one of the authors of the bill, and when it didn't go like it was supposed to go, he was also one of the fixers of it. So when you have a person like LaShawn Ford that's fighting for your rights, you can actually go somewhere and exhale because he understands his assignment and he is up for the task. But we definitely need to rally around him. What's up, Tanya? Tanya was in the building in the house. I'm talking about West Austin deep, y'all. Thank you so. You know what? West Austin always shows up. Thank you so much, y'all. Anyway, so for those of you who just joined, we're talking about politics today. We're talking about Congress. What would you say to your congressman as to how they could do a better job in fixing your neighborhoods, your community, so they look like you need it to be? My answer was get another bill for infrastructure so we can fix our sewers and fix our roads in our communities, because you know when you cross a viaduct or a railroad track, you know when you're in a Black community, right? That shouldn't be. Our community should look just as good as other communities. And it's a hi, how are you? Welcome back.
Thank you.
And it's because of a lack of investment. And we just go along to get along. We don't demand. Now we need to start demanding. But what would you demand for your congressman? All right, I want to hear it. And I promise you, whatever you say, I'm going to take it back. If you don't say nothing, that means your neighborhoods are looking just like you want them. Come on, nails. Yes, them nails are fabulous. You look beautiful.
You look beautiful.
That is you, honey.
As usual.
Well, let's queen it. Let's double queen it.
I'm Samuel.
That's it. Come on right on in. Adam, do me a napkin so I'm not chomping gum.
I said
I needed that.
Yeah, I sent a link to your phone so we can put you on the timer.
Okay. Hey. I just stopped sweating. Great.
Everybody ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2.
On the Brunch Bunch.
You're rocking with the Brunch Bunch right here on Inspiration 1390. And you know what? It is always a pleasure. We have repeat guests that were amazing the first time to come back and do it even better the second time. I want to give a big Brunch Bunch welcome to Miss Sharita Jones. And before we start clapping, let me give you just a little bit in case you forgot. I don't know how you forgot, but I'm going to make you remember her because we are excited to have her back because she is a force to reckon with. She is a force of love, purpose, and powerful storytelling. That is Miss Sharita Love Jones. She's an educator, a motivational speaker, and now a published author of Overstanding the Game. I love it. A heartfelt guide bridging the gap between parents and their gamer kids. Well, that's becoming a very big topic. So from rocking the stage at DreamCon to preparing her to her coming up book launch on August the 9th, Shartia, and I did that the last time too. Shartia is on a mission to transform how we communicate, connect, and lead with empathy. What's up, Shartia? And you look amazing.
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. You look beautiful as well.
Well,
as
thank
always.
you. Thank you. So you have pivoted, honey. You used your gift to shift in the best way.
I did. And I'm so grateful to be in this space and to be able to assist others as they figure out how to connect with their gamer. And it's something that's so prevalent now that's going on. It crosses all cultures, all socioeconomic backgrounds, statuses, ages. There really is no particular person or particular target market or target group because there's so many gamers everywhere.
Well, I want you to explain what gamer is, but I do know what it is, but I want for those people who are not aware of what a gamer is, because see, when you say gamer to me, before I had a gamer, I would have thought that's somebody in my neighborhood trying to stiff me out of something, right? But it's a whole dynamic has changed.
A completely different dynamic. So a gamer to me is the people that are participating in the video game world. So no
Yeah.
matter what you're using, whether you're using your Switch, whether you're playing real arcades, whether you're at DreamCon doing what you do, gamers, and you really can loop in your streamers and your YouTubers because it's really a connected world.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I've learned. And so your video gamer is the person that has that controller
Mm-hmm.
or that phone, and they just cannot let go of whatever it is that they're participating in, whichever game of choice that.
I have a nephew, and he games all day long. You have to
Mhm.
make him eat. It's
Yes.
incredible. But you know, you've always had a heart for healing and communication. So how would you describe your personal mission today, and how has it evolved you over time? Because I'm loving this shift.
I love that. That's a really good question. So I believe the passion ultimately is to bring love into space. And what I realized is that in my learning, because I went through this with my son, this isn't just something I decided to start writing about and I have no experience with. This actually happened in my household where I was completely disconnected, where I talked down on the game, thinking that there were no features, no benefits, no
You're wasting
positivity,
time.
wasting time. What are you doing? And like you said, can you please eat? Can you straighten your room? Did you do your homework? And, you know, he's a scholar, but still he was very connected to the point that I felt like I was not a part of his life. And that's a problem for me. I'm a mama bear.
Mm-hmm.
I love my son very, very much. And I refuse to let time go by without me doing something. So with the education background, that passion fueled the passion for the love that I had. And then once I embarked upon a strategy, I recorded our conversation because I knew that I needed to meet him where he was.
Mm-hmm.
And I was not doing that. However, I had to pray on the fact that I need him to allow me into his safe space because now I had already talked about it so bad that he probably would be like, why are you
Alienating
even
you.
thinking that you can come in my space?
Exactly.
Because now that's what I've created, right? And then I had to pray on, you know, him receiving me and me being comfortable relinquishing my ego and my pride based on all the things that I'd said.
That's big.
And it was tough. And so the one day that I actually made my mind up to do that, I recorded the conversation, not knowing that it was going to turn into a book. So I recorded the conversation. I start off all of our speaking engagements and our seminars with that conversation because it's so powerful. And
Look at God.
yes. And so I started just really taking notes and writing down different things and saying, oh, I could try this. Oh, I could try that. Oh, that's a tip. Oh, I'm going to create this theory. I'm going to do that. Not knowing it was turning into a book. And once I tried some of the strategies and the tips and the tools that I created for us that worked, God was like, you need to make this a book for everybody.
Wow.
And so I started and we went to DreamCon in 2024 as guests.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing. It was phenomenal. We had a fantastic experience because in 2023, his favorite YouTuber was there and we missed it. In 2024, when we walked out, I said, son, we're going to be panelists next year. And that's exactly what happened.
Wow.
So I am really grateful for the opportunity, grateful for the founders and the people who created DreamCon for giving us that space, because that's huge. Like if you know what DreamCon is and to be a panelist and to have impact, when one of my favorite testimonies, the young lady said, you probably saved my marriage.
Really?
Absolutely.
Her husband was a gamer?
Yes.
Yes.
And they were in there unpacking things. I was helping them, you know, communicate, because what it feels like if you don't overstand your gamer is like, it feels like rejection.
Yep.
It feels like you don't want me in this space. It feels,
And you're sitting there watching them not see you.
yes.
Yes.
And I just helped them break down the underlining emotion, because the emotion we exude is anger, frustration, disappointment. What we're really feeling is detached.
Mm-hmm.
We're feeling hurt. We're feeling unseen, unheard, like you just said. We're feeling rejected. And the feeling of rejection is huge.
And does
That's
that all
huge.
come from not understanding the whole dynamic? That's the whole ecosystem that you have to learn.
Absolutely. And that's why I titled it Overstanding the Game
Yes.
instead of Understanding. And I dive into that in the book, because GAME stands for Getting Above the Miseducation. Many times we feel like we know how things are and should be just because that's the way we feel and that's the way things have always been done, which is untrue. And I was a parent and a mom, and I had to admit that I was wrong. And that's what, is important. And we have to be able to be vulnerable and authentic and organic with our scholars and our children, even when they're right.
Now, how has that changed you and your son's relationship?
Oh my gosh. That is my heart. That is my sunshine. It has been amazing. He really cannot believe how much I'm a gamer mom now. He can't believe that we've gone to 2 Dream Cons and that I kept my word with it, because I was so against it. I was such,
It was taking him away from you.
Why are they screaming on the game? Why that YouTuber's so loud? Because his favorite YouTuber at that time a while ago was Corey Kitchen. Corey Kitchen usually is streaming and he's playing horror games usually. And so it's a lot of screaming, jumping, and I'm like, it's just loud. He's irritating. However, the day that I decided to take a moment to go down and watch with him, Corey Kitchen, one thing I love about him is that he does not swear. So he has so many, a younger audience, and he respects that space. And I love that. And the last thing I noticed was that there was a scripture at the end of his videos.
Oh, wow.
A scripture. So here I am talking about how it's horrible, how it doesn't make sense, how you're wasting your time, yet subconsciously he's pulling in
and rooted in the word.
And rooted in the word.
Come on.
And so
this official book launch, first of all, that is a transformation testimony that is like no other, and it definitely deserves an accolade.
Oh, thank you.
So your official book launch is coming up really soon, August the 9th at the cafe where grown folks play. Y'all in these names, honey.
And when I tell you that cafe is everything, that is my favorite space. It's a beautiful workspace. It is an event space. The love that, goes into the experience of being there is phenomenal. So I had to have it there. So yes, the cafe.
So where is that? People want to come. It's blowing up. Come on, tell us all the deets.
I love it. So the cafe where grown folks play, and please don't forget the exclamation mark, is located on 175th and Kedzie. It's in the strip mall, and it is just amazing. You can play regular games, like there are games on the shelves. So if you want to just have like a date night, girls, guys hanging out, family, there are games there. She also has slots if you're interested.
That's a good game.
Space, yes. And then she serves, breakfast, brunch, wonderful tasting food. The staff and everything, the hospitality is great. The parking's wonderful, and it's just a really great experience. So I absolutely had to, support. She's a big supporter, and my book is. It's available there as well on her shelves.
Well, I am so excited about it. I love the names. I love the games. I love the fact that you are taking people out of a mindset of rejection and putting them into connection. So yes. I love that. Thank you. Again, it's 175th Street in the strip mall. From what time to what time? How do they get tickets? Or is it a ticket situation? How do people just show up?
Yes, it is from 2:30 to 4:30, and just show up. It is a completely open event. My son and I will be there. He's an amazing speaker. So when I say we presented at DreamCon, I mean we presented at DreamCon. He's phenomenal. And so we'll be answering questions. We'll be sharing real life situations out the book, which are included in the book as well. And we're just going to have a really good time. Our publisher will be there. She's amazing. And she, answers questions. She'll be helping to lead some of the communication that's going forth. But we really are just hoping to get into these households and really help, because one of two things happen. Either you talk bad about it because you don't know about it. Usually what we don't understand or overstand, we shun, right? Or you're completely disconnected. Either way, you're losing time with your gamer, whether that be your boo thing, your family member, or your child, or your scholar in schools.
It's a loved one.
Absolutely.
That you're disconnected from.
It's a disconnection, which is not healthy.
So this event is to reconnect that in which seems to be disconnected, but really it's to help you understand, the person on the outside understand what's going on the inside. And you just might like it. Yes. Because I'm looking at the zeal in your face. It seems like you love it. But you know what? You're a passionate person. You're a speaker. You're a motivator. You're an educator. So, of course, when you take the time and stop complaining and start understanding, that's when your education skills kick in. So, believers, bring your gamers. I don't care who they are. Bring them. And this is all going down on August the 9th from 2:30 to 4:30, 175th and Kedzie at the Strip Mall. And you will see this passionate professional who has a heart of love. It's in her name, Shartia Love Jones. Y'all, we are so excited. So now where can they get the book?
Oh, that is a wonderful question. Well, if you're in Chicago and you want that one-on-one experience, I love connections. So I don't mind meeting you and getting your book and signing it with you. I love doing that. You can also get it from Amazon. It is there. I have an author's page. My other 2 books are there as well. And if you go to Amazon, please leave a review. You know, as soon as something happens and something changes in your life or with your relationship, I love that. And of course, you can get it at Barnes & Noble. And I will actually be at Barnes & Noble in DC on the 15th for a pop-up and book signing. So if any of you happen to be in DC or you know some people.
Which Barnes & Noble? Because I'm sure they have a lot of them in DC.
It is in Bowie.
Well,
It's
okay,
in
Bowie.
And there's like a whole like slew of stores. It's like a little community of stores in Bowie. And
you'll have that on your social. So give your
course.
handle so that people can actually follow you and go to Bowie and support you.
Yes, I will. Thank you. So my Instagram is Shartia. That's SHARTIA _ Love Jones _ Miss Divine. Miss Divine was my original name, and you know I had to keep it connected.
That's right.
And then Facebook, I'm Shartia Jones, SHARTIA JONES. And those are the main 2 that I use. I'm trying to get better with TikTok and stuff. I need a little help. I need a little assistance.
TikTok is like gaming to me. I got to understand it. I got to learn, and I'm on it, but I don't know how I got there.
I'm telling you, it is something.
I know. So all you guys definitely put this on your calendars. August the 9th at the cafe where grown folks play. It sounds like a great date night.
Oh, it is.
A date afternoon, I should say.
It is. And there she has a bar or some, for people who want to, just partake a little bit of something, it's cool. But it's really a great vibe. It's just a really loving vibe.
Well, thank you for coming back, and I'm wishing you much success. I hope this opens up all the doors that have been closed and all the windows. Bust them out. All right, y'all. This is how we do it over here on this side, right here on the Brunch Bunch.
Thank you. I received that.
Great. Let's get some pictures. Oh, this is really nice.
Thank you. So that's the press release.
Oh, I'll keep this.
And
that's okay.
Whoever did the cover of your book.
Yes, they did.
When I tell you I fought for this cover because it started off a completely different way. And this was his 10th try. And before he did it, I said, listen, let me tell you my story. It's up to me to tell you the story. You need to create what I'm looking for because it's not here. And that last time, he nailed it. He sent it and I was like, oh my God.
She's not throwing up gang signs.
Yes, he nailed it that time. So, should I just stop this one and you gonna take pictures? Just hold it. Thank you for asking and thank you for the compliment.
Oh, he's a wonderful.
She seems so nice. I remember when the Yankee gave out the wall so quick, bro.
Exactly.
Stomp me the fuck out, bro. I'm taking that shit 2-3 months, bro. I wish you would try to go ahead.
I mean, this is becoming a bigger and bigger thing, though. Kids just don't even, parents don't even know.
It's not the kid.
Well, parents don't even know. They're not even trying to understand. And then that builds resentment between the parent and kid.
Yeah, the kids are being kids. Video games been around for 40 years. But what I'm saying is, I think when you got dads that are probably on video games 8-9 hours a day,
that's crazy.
Then what the hell are you gonna tell the kid? You can't tell the kid you can't be on the game 20 hours a day if dad is on the game 5 or 6 hours
100%.
a day. That's the bigger problem. Because if it was like I don't know.
What is Pam doing here on Thursday?
For my mom to take
Oh my gosh, you have to go.
Hey y'all, did you miss me? I don't see your comments. I don't see your comments. You know, whenever I talk about something that's kind of heavy or something that's political, y'all just don't even comment on it. But this is the time that I really need you to comment. Hey, Mark. You did? You talked to Kara? I would. You talked to Kara? That's my girl. Tell her I said hello. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, G5 Franco. So for those of you who got, oh, hey, Rena. Rena says, congratulations, Shartia.
Oh, thank you, sweetie.
She says she picked.
She's from my church. She got my book.
She said she got it.
Yes, I love you, honey.
You commented, Tina? Okay, I didn't see it. Where is it?
Oh, it's always.
Oh, definitely have listening sessions. Something happened.
It's July 10th or 12th next year. And it was super early. this year.
Definitely have listening sessions to explain the residents what their job is and how much funding he gets and how the funding is allocated to each neighborhood and allow residents to ask for. That's very good, Tina, because most people do not know how government works. They just know that they're supposed to vote because that's what we do. We say, get out the vote, get out the vote. But you got to follow how your Congress people, your elected officials vote, because if you're not following them, it's like actually hiring somebody and letting them loose, not giving them any training and not checking up on them. You commented too, Tony? Let me see. I didn't see. Hey, Sharice Rogers Jones. Hi, TNG. Hello, my father is on today. I love you more. All the way from Brazil. What's up? Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes, honey.
And he's joining like that's my baby.
I know, right? Actually, he's on the radio in Brazil too.
Wow.
Yep. He's doing his thing and been doing it. Y'all, I don't see your comment, Tony. I don't see it. I'm sorry. Where is it? Tell Kevo, tell your brother hello. I definitely will. I did comment too. Where did you comment? You commented on, I don't see it. Please redo your comment for me, Tony. I'm sorry. I don't see it. Y'all look and see if you see Tony's comment. I promise the next time you come, I will not mispronounce your name. And I hate that. I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
You are very welcome.
All right, I'll see you on next time.
All right, we
Thank
can't
you.
wait.
Okay.
Bye-bye. I'm glad you all did. I'm glad you did that too. It is. Because everybody, okay, you speak and teach, and we need to demand things of ourselves first. You're exactly right, Tony. Because you know what, we'll just sit and talk about what they're not doing. We don't tell them how to do it better. We just talk about, oh, you're not doing this. Politicians don't do this. Politicians don't do that. Politicians do what you make them do. If you make them do it, and if it's enough of you, even if it's one of you and it makes sense, then make it make sense and they'll make it happen. And you got to follow up like anything else. That you go to the doctor and they give you medicine. What do they give you at the same time? They give you a prescription and they give you a follow-up appointment. It's the same situation. You got to follow up. Is he here? What you mean?
Adam, you play video games in front of your girl? Okay, let me ask you. Do you feel guilty about it?
I never did. No.
That's me. I don't need.
You never did it, or you never felt guilty?
I never felt guilty.
How long did you play video games, though?
It spans.
No, I'm saying the time frame,
Yeah,
like
it spans like
2 or 3 hours.
2 to 8 hours sometimes.
Wow. I can't play the video games in front of my girls. Never. Like,
How
I'll
come?
be waiting for them to leave so I can cut it.
No, when
You be waiting for them?
Yeah.
So you got a bunch of girls that you play video games
I
with?
mean, it's more. No, I don't play video games with no girls. I'm saying if they're at my house, I have to wait for them to leave so I can start.
So you
playing
got
video
big love going on at your house.
I got company sometimes.
The cool shy kid. Don't touch my hand. I might infect you.
What you got?
I got something. I'm at the end of it. I'm at the end of it.
I ain't gonna speak up.
You look nice, as you usually do. Where's our queen?
She out showing houses.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Tell her I said hello.
I sure will.
What song are you on?
Where's our king at?
bad, my bad.
Where's our king? I saw him last night.
You're the king.
He was at this.
Yeah, they told me at the
attorney thing. Yeah.
They told me at LaShawn's press conference that he was at an event last night. I saw Representative Camille Lilly, and she was like, he was there last night. I'm like, no, he's supposed to be here today.
Well, you ain't ever here, so.
No, I've been sick.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't look sick.
I'm feeling better, much better.
Do I need a mic?
What you
I
mean?
mean, no.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, I'm not that person.
Okay, we gotta fade this because
Ready, you ready?
we don't have a lot of time.
5, 4. You gonna go into what's going on?
Does he have a drop? Just do his drop. He don't have one.
I don't think I know.
No.
Ready,
Okay.
ready?
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
We just gonna go off the song.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2.
And we are back, y'all. You already know who it is, and you already know what we do. It's your girl Tamara Fair on the air, and I am here, right here with the Brunch Bunch. And of course, today is our Don't Start Panicking, Just Call Flanagan Thursday, and we are super excited to have Mr. Michael Flanagan back in the building. What's up?
I'm super excited to be here. Glory be to God.
Yes, amen.
This has been an amazing week in the legal field. In Chicago in particular, the spotlight has been shined on us. The National Bar Association 100th annual convention has been here all week. And so we've had attorneys from all across the country turning up and learning and building and growing their practice. So it's been a fabulous week of networking and partying.
Of course, and partying.
Yeah,
but you know, at the
summertime.
parties, that's where the deals get made. So that's partying with a purpose.
Indeed.
So Mike, you know, you've always been known for just keeping it real when it comes to law. And that's one of the things that most of your clients applaud you for. So let's just jump right in. So what are your thoughts about this recent Gilbert Arenas and Shannon Sharp legal drama? And what do people misunderstand most about defamation cases just like this?
Drama. It seems like, lately in our community, the more money, the more problems, right? So it's certainly unfortunate, but that's why people hire lawyers, right?
Yeah.
Some of the best and brightest were here and are here in Chicago. Saw Ben Crump and a lot of my mentors, a lot of heavy hitters, power brokers, and unfortunately, it looks like Mr. Arenas might need one of those fine gentlemen to represent him in a criminal proceeding. It's unfortunate, and you just, I can't even say be careful these days because you just never know if you're doing something right or wrong, apparently.
So this is a good time to ask you, is this the talk among your colleagues at the convention, or are they talking about several different things?
Several different things. I think that, just the state of Black America in 2025 is, we've come a long way, but we're in a little bit of flux generally. We have a lot of very, very accomplished people across the country, particularly, like I said, here in Chicago this week for the National Bar. It was just so impressive, Tim. I know I keep mentioning that, but it was just so impressive to see a strong collection of African-American attorneys be here and celebrate our city. It really reminded me of the Democratic National Convention when it was here, and that you really got a chance to show off your city, and people were very impressed.
All right, y'all putting on for our city, so we're definitely applauding you. So you've handled some major cases involving municipal liability. So what should people know about what is actually taking place and how to sue the city of Chicago or any public agency should they have to do so?
Well, first, don't start panicking. Just call Flanagan.
That's the first thing. And what's that number?
773-789-8529. That's 7898-LAW.
That's right. So that's the first thing. What's the second thing?
The second thing is www.windycityinjury.com. That's how you can find me online, because I know we're on the radio. So I know some folks are driving, don't have time to write down telephone numbers, but just remember windycityinjury.com.
WindyCityInjury.com has been doing some amazing things. I was at an event a couple weeks ago, and I haven't seen you guys because I was sick. And I was like, you know what? I have a very sharp attorney that would be very happy to consider taking your case. And they were like, is it Flanagan? I'm like, yes. And so now people are starting to really get your jingle and start memorizing. Don't start panicking, just call Flanagan. And it sounds like a good jingle, but it's actually a good message. Like literally, people go into a panic when they have situations. So before you came, one of our, and I won't mention whose name it is, but one of our in-house studio members said, does Flanagan only take personal injury? Does he take car accidents as well?
Yes, I do take car accidents. Car accidents fall under the umbrella of personal injury. You know,
But if the person was not there, if it was just a hit and run, is
I
that
was,
still personal?
you literally read my mind, Tammy. I was thinking about an example. A young lady called me today and said that she was hit by a CTA vehicle, not a truck, but a hit and run with a CTA vehicle. You know, one of those little white vehicles.
Yeah, a service vehicle.
Service vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And the young lady took off. She was probably scared for her job, but my client was able to get some video on a license plate. And so she was able to go to the police station to file a report. So when we're talking about suing the city and municipal liability and car accidents and hit and runs, sometimes they come all together.
Well, that was a blessing because it doesn't usually happen like that where you have the proof and all you have to do now is prove it up, right? So there was a great event last night hosted by Marcel when you were in the mix, of course. So tell us about the night and why the spaces that bring together legal professions in the community are so important. So a lot of times people are like, okay, I don't know what to do, but here's the best time right now. So you might not want to go to party, but if you have a mission, this is probably where you're going to find your purpose.
Well, one thing that was so impressive about the event that Brother Marcel hosted last night was that it brought together the new school attorneys and the old school attorneys. And so it was kind of a passing of the torch. A lot of prominent Chicago attorneys, such as my ex-boss, Mr. Jim Montgomery, were honored, kind of like a Lifetime Achievement Award. And listen, when you get to that level, you've been honored many a times by many different organizations. But the fact that the National Bar was here for the 100th year and they came to Chicago, it made it even more special. And there were a bunch of judges in the building as well. So shout out to Brother Marcel. He did a great job last night.
Oh, he always does. Let's give him a hand in absentia. So you've worked with some powerful names in the legal world, as we said before. And so when you think of legacy attorneys, what sets them apart? And I'm sure you're probably considering yourself a legacy attorney as well. And how has their influence shaped your practice? Because I don't care who says your name, is always an accolade behind it. So your clients love you, and even the people that are thinking about being your client love you, and the people that know your clients love you because that your clients love you. So tell us about that.
Well, thanks, Tammy. Thanks
You're
for
very
the
welcome.
words. I appreciate that on this Thursday. So the old school laid the foundation for the new school. So if it wasn't for the old school, I wouldn't be able to have my ads all around town and be able to not only be a good marketer, but also be a good lawyer. When I go into court, I zealously represent my clients with vigor, make sure that they get justice and that they get the compensation that they deserve. But that wouldn't have been possible without the old school, without folks like Jim Montgomery, some of the judges. You know, a lot of people don't know, but the chief judge in Chicago is an African-American man that's been a chief judge for a very long time by the name of Timothy Evans. He was also honored yesterday. And there were a bunch of other judges that were in the building, some attorneys that are running for judge as well. And they were part of the new school. So again, the new school and the old school kind of were able to pass the torch last night. It was a pretty cool thing to witness.
That's really nice because a lot of new schoolers think that they don't need old school wisdom because they're so tech savvy. But you need that wisdom in order to make that tech work. And so that blend, that marriage is powerful.
And you need that wisdom when you find yourself in trouble, too.
You
right?
do. You do. That's why you need to call 773-789-8529. That's 773-789-8529. Of course, they're going to be all over our socials. And for those of you who are driving, WindyCityInjury.com. That's Windy City, like the city of Chicago. WindyCityInjury.com. So now you have a reputation. And I mentioned it, but now I want to go a little bit deeper into it. And it's for breaking down things so that everyday folks can understand what they're working with. So let's just say, give an example of a person who finds themselves in an injury situation, doesn't know what to do. Besides calling that number, what are you going to do for them?
Well, for one, that's a good question. But for one, we have a great team. Nothing without my team. Shout out to Janice, Jasmine, Nohemi, Daisy, Loretta, Jilroy. So we have a strong team. And, you know, even if you can't talk to me, you can call 773-789-8529 and get a free consultation.
That's amazing. in and of itself, a free consultation.
A free consultation. So one of the girls will collect all your information. You can tell Janice, who's our main intake person, everything about your case. She's very patient. So she's there for 30 minutes and let you talk about everything that you need to talk about. But most importantly, she knows which questions to ask as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what separates us too, is that it's not just me, right? And
you got a whole team.
Yeah.
It's robust too.
Listen, you better. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, and you can't do it on your own. So, I really take pride in the Flanagan Injury Law Group. We're a group.
Yeah, that's amazing. So let's do a lightning round for a minute. So what's one legal myth or common mistake you constantly see people make, and what's your advice for avoiding it? Well, I can say one thing that I know for sure, and you just testified to it. That here's the young lady.
I bet you I'm thinking the same thing that you're about to say.
Do it. You do it. I know. You do it.
I think one legal myth, at least in my practice area, is that people think that they're going to get a real quick settlement.
Yeah.
Real quick. Like they get hit, they go to the doctor 2 or 3 times, and they're like, "Where my money at?"
Yep.
And everything in the legal process works slowly. The wheels of justice turn slowly.
It does.
Divorces, child custody, personal injury, criminal cases, you name it. Things move slowly. So,
you are absolutely right. One of my divorces lasted longer than the marriage. So absolutely, it does move slowly. But actually, I was thinking, that's a good one though. Okay. I was thinking of what you said. One of the myths is that if you have an accident, and then you hire an attorney, and the attorney's going to take it from there. But like the example that you gave earlier, whereas the young lady was able to get video footage of the CTA, you got to think. Like, you can't just be in a panic. You got to think. You got to get research. You got to get evidence, and then that makes the lawyer's job much easier. So that myth of all I got to do is hire a lawyer, no, be thinking. Every time you're out, every time you're doing something, think, and prepare so that it can go a little bit faster, right?
Yeah, and we are always on our phone, so use the phone for something productive.
You know what? You're exactly right. Even when people have accidents, they still got their phone in their hand.
Swear and we know that that's the cause of every time somebody is driving slow, and I'm wondering, what are they doing? Why are they not? They on their phone.
They on their phones, and it's illegal in Illinois. But it's illegal in most states. Actually, it's illegal in most countries. And you got to be very vigilant about that because they don't post it. Like here in Illinois and Chicago, we'll have it on the signs, the ticker tape signs on the Dan Ryan that no texting and driving, right? Yeah. However, most places don't have that, and they'll pull you over and give you a $500 ticket.
Yeah, so remember when Illinois first introduced the seatbelt law, everybody was, and then the cell phone law people were like, oh, I got to put the phone. They don't even enforce it now. They don't nobody care about being on the phone in front of a police officer.
You know why? Because the police are on the phone. That's the only reason. Yeah, they're on their phones. So definitely you want to call 773-789-8529, 773-789-8529. And for those of you who do not like to call, and I know it's a lot of you out there that are listening, you can actually WindyCityInjury.com. No tricks in the spelling, WindyCityInjury.com. So, and certain times we always ask you, what were some of the most memorable cases that you've recently had so that we can share it with the believers? Because a lot of that eases that fear of actually calling you. And sometimes it's just the fear that keeps you from getting paid.
I settled a case for a young lady for 6 figures. She was on a transportation bus, and the transportation bus hit a speed hump.
Oh, I can't stand
threw her out the seat. And that was a nice settlement for her.
6 figures. Obviously, she got hurt.
She did. She had a concussion, a small fracture in her vertebrae.
Oh, wow.
that required surgery.
Must have been those really big buses, because when you go over that bump and you on one of them big buses, you can hit the top of your head.
Yeah, and it was on video, thank God. Right?
So the buses have video?
This particular was a transportation bus, right? So it was, I can't say the name due to confidentiality reasons, but it was a transportation. It wasn't CTA. Let's just say that. So, and he just negligently hit that bump.
He's probably on his phone.
She was just minding her business, and she was thrown from the seat.
Wow.
And thankfully, she's 100% now. And thankfully, she's about to put 6 figures in her pocket.
That's awesome.
So
you know what? God has
good.
got to favor on you.
Life-changing money, y'all. Life-changing
That's
money.
life-changing money.
And,
for
and
sure.
I'm not going to lie. Attorney Flanagan is in. I'm not just tooting my own horn. Y'all know that's not me. I'm a very humble guy. But I'm out here changing lives. I'm getting people life-changing money. And I just pray that, that the money goes to sow seeds that will eventually grow.
Yes, awesome. So you definitely want to call 773-789-8529 to get that life-changing money, y'all. 773-789-8529 or WindyCityInjury.com. On your website, it's very robust. You have a beautiful website, and people can see exactly what you do and exactly how you can do it for them, which is very impressive. So 773-789-8529.
I was going to say, if the listeners and believers want to find their way to their website, you can always Google Flanagan Injury Law Group. We also have a robust Facebook and Instagram page. We're working on the YouTube, some videos coming soon.
And TikTok. When we say TikTok, when I say TikTok, I'm like, yeah, that's foreign to me, but I'm going to learn it. That's one of my this quarter goals is to learn how to navigate TikTok. But in the meantime, in between time, it's always a pleasure to see you, Mr. Flanagan. Y'all, we always want to encourage you on Thursday, in the late great words of, I can't do it. I'm going to let Marcel do that. We always want to encourage you to keep Love 24 alive. Tell someone that you don't know, a perfect stranger, that you love them, and show someone that you do know how much you love them. Lead with love, land on love. I love y'all.
Love you, Tammy.
Believers, we love you. Baby Eminem, we love you too. Up next is AC Green, and of course, we do it all night long right here on Inspiration 1390. It's the Brunch Bunch, and stay optimistic. I had to write that down because I always forget it. Hey guys, Donna Grant, what's going on? Long live Drag Tony. I love you. Thank you so much for all your comments. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. In the meantime, make this Thursday the best day of your life. It's even though I'm coughing, it's still the best day of mine. All right, thank you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
That's what I'm saying, right? And the frame is bent, so it's a